I like how they're each taking a knee and looking at each other. Howdy, folks, and welcome back. I just finished listening to Band-Maid's Hate. Again, I don't know how to say it. It has a question mark, so I almost want to say it like a question. Hate? I listened to the studio version, the album version that's on the Band-Maid YouTube channel. And now I'm going to check out the live version because you guys told me that just like the Warning, they're really good live. They're like maybe better live in all their stuff. So I wanted to listen to that studio version. Then I want to listen to this live performance. I know based on the video, they did with the Warning, that they are very cool on stage. They look pretty cool. I know all the background. I read their Wikipedia page several months back when I wanted to learn about them, and learned about the 5 members, and like I said, how the rhythm guitarist is also the lead lyricist, and is she the founder of the band, or is she the original singer or lead singer? That much I know for sure. And then they got the 5th member, who is the lead singer. They have 2 guitars. I know that the lead guitarist plays a PRS. I saw that interview with her and Danny, which was really cool. And I watched a little bit of social media a long time ago. I didn't mention this before, but there was like the drummer was having a birthday party or something, and I just got sucked into it. It was just recommended to me, and I clicked it and just watched it, and that was pretty cool to see them behind the scenes celebrating the birthday of the drummer. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the bassist. I dug the stuff the bassist did in that Show Them collab. The slap technique, which again, I'm a big Warning fan. Ali of the Warning can slap. There's some videos of her slapping on their YouTube channel, but she doesn't in any of that I'm aware of, in any of their actual album tracks. So it was kind of cool to see the slightly different styles, between the two of them. And Ali is also not as fast a bass player as I imagine. All the instruments in this band are super fast. I mean, based on what I heard hearing Hate from the studio version. So it's going to be interesting to see them live. I know all about their. I hesitate to use the word shtick, but that's kind of almost a derogatory term. But their style of all dressing in different Maid uniforms, Maid clothing. I get that, and that's their identity. That's the word I was probably looking for, more like their identity, their visual identity. So I'm not going to be surprised by that. Like I said, I've seen them perform live at least once. I think I saw the last one I saw when I talked about it. The one I saw several months back, I think was a live performance as well. So I don't think it was this one. At least YouTube doesn't tell me it was this one. So let's give it a listen and compare. Are they better live? You guys say they are. I'm going to trust you. Let's find out. I notice it's 5 minutes long here. Huh. Bassist and lead guitar up front. I'll look at the lyrics later, guys. They look so much like they did in the Show Them performance. I want to go down here and see when this was actually. Yeah, 5 months ago. Okay. This wasn't that long ago. This was just a couple of months before they performed The Warning. Okay, so that's why they look very much like they did at that time. Cool. Yeah, there's the rhythm guitarist, her, and backup vocalist. Yeah. I thought it was, when I mentioned it in the studio version, that was probably her doing the 2 different vocalists, at least on the live version. Why am I getting the impression, at least in this performance, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, and I don't mean this as a critique or some sort of insult or anything like that, but I get the impression that as I'm watching their performance, that the lead singer, the rhythm guitarist, backup singer, and the drummer are all playing as a unit, but then the bassist and the lead guitarist are just out doing their own thing. It's like they're not. I mean, I know it's all part of the same song and same performance. It's almost just like they're just out there kind of jamming. Let me just play as fast as I can. I don't mean that as in a negative way, but that's kind of the feeling I get watching it, the impression I get. Definitely a show. Visually, the lights and everything and the screens, I mean, it's definitely a big, epic performance that they put on. I don't care if you die out. I was right. Okay. A little bit of a bass solo here. Cool. Very cool. I like how the guitarist is down, just looking at her. It's cool. Very cool. That PRS sound, man. That bass is deep. I like how they're each taking a knee and looking at each other as they do their solos. That's really cool. I didn't want to interrupt either of the solos, so I waited for the rest of the band to come back in. But this actually just fuels my perception that these two are just doing their own thing, almost. Regardless of what the three in the back are actually a unit, and these two are just like doing their own thing. Again, not meant as a negative. It's just the way I'm perceiving it, which is not necessarily bad. It's just different, very different from My Love of the Warning, where pretty much every note is, and every bit of them, or the three of them, since there's only three of them, is so coordinated and so tied together. This wasn't in the studio version. I'm just realizing that, because remember I commented in the studio version, if you saw that video, that it was singing pretty much nonstop. They only kind of let down the frenetic pace of the singing for very short periods of time. But they haven't sung a word in a long time here. So this whole solo thing is live. This dual solo, whatever you want to call it. Live only, right? Oh yeah, cool. Okay. Again, they'd gotten back into a solo. I didn't want to stop it. So yeah, I think that's just a live part, which is kind of cool. I know that it's been mentioned, it's been observed that a lot of bands will like add solos and extended things in their live performances that they don't do in the studio version. And it looks like Band-Maid is one of those. For those who aren't really familiar with The Warning, they're not like that. They don't tend to do that. Only recently did they do that with one song. I think they extended Dust to Dust, one of their songs from their second album. In live performances, they extended that and then rolled it right into another song called Dull Knives. And that's the first time I've heard of them doing anything like that, really. They've had an extended bass leads, like that same song, Dust to Dust. Ali, the bassist, will do an extended bass lead, but they typically perform the songs exactly as they do on the album when they do it live, just with more energy, obviously, and in person. In fact, that's one of the things that Ali, the bassist, had said in an interview, was that they strive to make their studio version sound like their live version, because live is the thing for them. They envision songs and create them for playing them live, and then they record them, in a studio. So they've always strived to make the studio sound like the live. But it looks like Band-Maid in this sense is a little more classical. Classical, that's not the right word in music, but classic, traditional, where the live, they just, they'll add cool things to make the live performance better for the people there, and more exciting. And that's awesome. That's great. I like that harmony. I like the harmony when the backup vocalist comes in on this stuff. Here and right there, that reasoning won't work part where she comes in and she's singing. It sounds really good to the ear. Oh, I looked down at the lyrics. Bad word. I don't care. Although those two head out there, I didn't even notice they went all by themselves out there. Well, that's where they were doing their solos. Duh. I didn't realize it was there was like a catwalk sort of thing between the two of them. I thought it was just a deep stage. They all come up to the drums to finish. Very cool. Very cool. I get what you guys mean. It's going to loop now. I get what you guys mean about the live being a bigger performance. Better is, of course, subjective. I don't know. I dug the studio version. I dig this version. I think they're different. I think that's the case. I think they're very different. I think they definitely put on a show with the live stuff, and it's clear, it's evident that it's a big show and it's intended to make to please to make the audience that are there happy and to entertain them, and that's awesome when people do that. I didn't really study the lyrics before. I was just going to kind of glance at those, but it's basically your voice, your gestures. Somebody who's really fed up with somebody else, clearly. Oh yeah, she really doesn't like this person. Yeah, I hate you, la la la. It's definitely a forceful song. Oh, she's mimicking the person that they're talking about with the "why don't you try to understand me" part. She's not all of a sudden saying, "Why don't you try to understand me?" after saying she hates him. I'm assuming it's a him. I'm sorry. I'm just personifying the person. But it's the other person saying, "Why don't you try to understand me?" Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 10 minutes of limp gymnastics? Are they getting naughty? So it's another. The Warning have songs like this, which is just about a really bad relationship that the singer, in this case, whoever's singing the song, right? The song is from a perspective of somebody who's in a really bad relationship and is learning to just really hate this person that they're in a relationship with. I'm guessing. Tell me if I'm wrong. We're repeating lyrics here. So. If you die out. I think that's a translation issue. I don't care if you die out. Typically in English we use the expression die out for like a line, a group of a species, a group of like a family, something like that, is to die out. Their bloodline will die out, that sort of thing. It's not one person. So is she talking about, I don't care if that one person dies, or is she saying, is she actually saying something like, I don't care if your bloodline dies out? In other words, I'm not going to give you, I'm not going to have a child with you or something. I mean, what exactly, what is she meaning by to die out here? Is it a translation issue? Is she really just saying that she doesn't care if, not hope, she doesn't care if that person dies? Or is she saying something a little deeper? When I heard this, the studio version, and only caught a few English words, and it was hate as the title, my first thought was this was about like racial hate. I don't think it is. I think it's about hatred of a person in a really toxic relationship. So that's why when I heard the die out part, I was like, oh, okay, so this person's saying they don't care if that race dies out or something, or that group of people dies out. But I don't think that's it now. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying I think that the Band-Maid is, espousing, or never thought they were espousing any sort of racist thoughts or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I was just thinking it was a more of a fictional sort of. I thought the song, when I didn't know the words, was trying to depict negatively, and rightfully so, somebody who would want to wipe out another race. That's literally what I thought the song might have been about, not knowing any Japanese and only hearing a few English words. Clearly, that's not what it is. Okay, there's no lyrics here, and I want to study the lyrics. I love these solos. I'm sorry for skipping them, but I already heard them. They're great, by the way. By the way, just wanted to go back. Our bassist is in stocking feet. Our guitarist is in shoes, but our bassist is in stocking feet. Is that normal for her? Kind of cool. Like I said, I just heard you, so don't worry. Definitely a toxic relationship. Just getting away when I go to sleep in my dreams. Wow, yeah. This is a person who wants out of this relationship big time. She's given up. Yeah. And we're repeating a lot of lyrics. That reasoning won't work. Yeah, I hate you, la la la, hate you. Okay. Let me know, guys. Let me know if I got the lyrics right at all. I mean, obviously I'm reading them, but if I got the meaning behind it as a very toxic relationship that she wants to get out of. She hates the other person. Obviously, this isn't literal. This isn't, personal experience or anything like that. Maybe it is. Tell me if it is, but more than likely it's just something fictionalized. But the person whose thoughts are being espoused in the lyrics is trying to get out of this relationship or get away from this person. Tell me if I'm right with that. That seems to be, to my mind, kind of obvious, but maybe it's too obvious. Maybe there's some hidden meaning here. But you guys are right. The live performances are spectacular, right? It's a real spectacle. Lots of great solos, continuing to be frenetic playing on all fronts, and kind of frenetic singing at times too, which is just really, really cool. I dig it. Yeah, I don't know all of their names. I think Misa is the bassist. I think I heard that. And I'm gonna butcher her name. Kanami, the lead guitarist, who did the interview, the PRS guitarist, I think. I'm just trying to imagine Danny saying her name, and I think that's what she said. I don't remember the names of the others. I know that, like I said, the rhythm guitarist, backup vocalist is the lead lyricist. And everybody loves the drummer. I don't know that I have a favorite after one song. But I'm kind of drawn to the bassist, and I'm drawn to the rhythm guitarist, believe it or not, more than, just seeing their personalities and what they're doing on stage and stuff. So I don't know. I'll have to watch more of their stuff, which I will do. I'll follow your recommendations. I've already got a bunch of them, and look forward to some more in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.